Hi, welcome to CowboyStudio and our instructional video series. Today I want to show you one of our new tabletop clamps. This particular item is the CX-3000 clamp. Now you might notice when you look at it, it does have several different adjustment knobs. It is therefore going to have a lot of flexibility to work in a couple of different ways with your items, so you can actually get a pretty good range of use out of this item. Now first thing you want to notice, it is a tabletop clamp. It's a slightly smaller one. It's really made for more like the point and shoots, the ones just above a point and shoot, or the smaller DSLRs. Larger DSLRs or camcorders are going to be a little too big, a little too heavy for it. But it does have the standard 1/4 thread on the top, so a standard camera is not going to have any trouble just screwing onto there. But first thing you want to do, you want to loosen this main knob here in the center. Once you've done that, you want to push through on the back. There's these two little feet. You want to push those through so that you can move this back piece away from the front. This is going to get you kind of started to setting it up on the table, but to get a little more stability, you also want to spread those two front legs apart. So it's more like it's resting on three legs now, like a tripod. It gives it a slightly more firm base. Once you have that in place, you can tighten that down, get that locked in. Now one thing you'll notice though is that when you have those legs together, there's a kind of hole cut out here. Looks like it could go around a stand. That's because it's actually made to be able to connect onto stands. So if you were going to wrap it around a stand, it could clamp on just like that. Now this particular stand, it looks a little loose. That's actually what this knob here on the side is for. As you tighten that down, it tightens down the area that that hole is providing so that it can clamp onto smaller stands. And of course you also have to have this one locked in, and then you'd be able to clamp it onto stands. Now you can also loosen that up, get it to clamp onto bigger stands, and just kind of generally adjust it to work with your equipment and your studio. Now one more thing, you've got this whole top section here. Now obviously this knob right here is going to kind of allow you to rotate this top section back and forth and get a good level on it. Once you have that locked into place, you also have a separate adjustment that kind of adjusts with the ball head. So if your camera, say, you had it in the correct position but you wanted to be able to spin it, you'd be able to do that with this ball head and just basically position that as you need it. So this unit can be used for doing all different types of photography, both on tabletop or on some of the stands, hovering over your item, whatever you can dream of. Now if you have any questions about this item or any of our others, please visit the CowboyStudio.com website.